So the Grand Theft Auto Remastered Trilogy is probably one of the worst kept secrets in all of gaming. This thing has been like leaked and rumored like 6 different ways. And then Rockstar waited until like last week to actually finally announce after it was rumored for like, it was at least a month. It was a while. And I think even like a few months ago I heard listings of it and stuff. But anyway, so then today, well actually yesterday, it's 2 a.m. as I'm recording this, but Rockstar finally debuted the trailer for the Grand Theft Auto Remastered Trilogy, or definitive, whatever they're calling it. It's like Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, or whatever the hell it's called. And these are like HD, these are a little more than HD remasters. They've gone back and fixed like the visuals. They don't look like straight up like PS2. They don't look like GTA 5 either. They kind of give them more of an art style that kind of fits with the original style of the games. I saw some people talking about, oh, they made them look too cartoony and stuff like that. And some people was like, well, they always kind of look cartoony. People was like, well, no, I consider this more realistic. And I'm like, I've always felt like they're kind of in between, because even like realistic looking PS2 games from that same era, especially like later on, you know, I want to say 2004 is like later on, but like around when San Andreas came out, there was other games that came out that didn't look as blocky and cartoony as Grand Theft Auto games did. Now, I always kind of like let it pass, because it's like, oh well, these are kind of big open world games, and those don't really exist in the same capacity as they do nowadays. So it's like, yeah, they had to sacrifice some graphical fidelity to make this like world work, and that's probably true. I don't know, but I do kind of like how these remasters look, because it does keep true to like that original style, but also upgrades it. You know, now that we have better effect, we have better lighting, better like just modeling, and the characters actually have fingers now, not just mitts. I noticed that with like the Tommy Vercetti, I think that's the GTA Vice City's character's name. I don't remember. But yeah, so it looks cool, it looks interesting. And I believe it's supposed to have like updated controls, so it controls more like a modern game, which that's the biggest selling point for me, honestly, because going back to those games was really hard because they control very badly. Now, in terms of my history with the Grand Theft Auto series, it's not that fast, because I never really had the games as a kid, primarily because I was a GameCube kid, and Grand Theft Auto did not come to the GameCube, at least not to my knowledge. But I did play GTA 3 on my computer. My dad downloaded a torrent of it from like LimeWire, I think. He downloaded it on his computer and my computer, and I played it. I never beat it. I just messed around with like cheats and stuff, you know, spawning tanks and all that stuff. I did do like missions here and there. The first GTA that I really played, like actually like a lot of, was Liberty City Stories on PSP. I never beat that one either, but I did. That was like the first time I really played a GTA game. And then I've dabbled around with like Vice City and San Andreas throughout the years, but I never actually like sat down and played them. Primarily because when I actually tried to later on, they just aged so poorly that it was hard to go back to them. The only GTA I ever beat was 5, and I actually like 5, but it is like comical that Rockstar keeps re-releasing 5, and it's like, oh, you remember 4? Nah, we don't either. And then like, what about 6? Who knows? But I don't know. I'm looking forward to playing these. And it's coming to Switch too, which is pretty cool. These games would be perfect for Switch. And it's also coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, all the modern stuff basically. But other than that, like, I don't know. I was like expecting a little more. Like, I was like thinking these are gonna be full remakes, kind of like how Activision did Crash and Spyro, where they just completely remade those trilogies from the ground up, but kept the core of those games the same. And maybe this is kind of like that. I mean, I've only seen that one trailer, and I like didn't really pay that much attention to it. But I remember looking, I'm like, oh, well, they didn't update it that much. Like, it definitely looks more modern, but still doesn't look like a PS4 title, because it's coming on PS4 and 5, so I don't even want to say a PS5 title. But I don't know, they're at the core, this should still be their same games, and these games are classic and beloved for a reason, because they were great for the time. And as I said, they haven't aged the best. They've definitely showed their age when you try to play them compared to today's standards in games. But hopefully this re-release fixes all that. But that's just my thoughts on the announcement of the GTA 5 Remastered Trilogy. So thank you guys for watching this video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and all that YouTube stuff. See you guys next time.